Alright guys, welcome to this video. So, at the beginning of the episode, we once again see a scene from the Demon Castle. Now, as you might remember, everything here had already been destroyed. King Baran had been defeated, and Jinwoo had obtained several items including the Demon Monarch's ring and some other artifacts. But the most important thing he needed was the purified blood of the Demon King, one of the three essential ingredients required to craft the holy water of life. Jinwoo immediately starts crafting, and a notification pops up, informing him that the success rate of the potion depends on his intelligence stat points. This surprises him since he wasn't aware of this before. Had he known, he would have increased his intelligence stat earlier. But now, it's too late to change anything. Seeing his concern, Essel reassures him, saying, Sir Jin can do anything, so there's no need to worry. The crafting timer counts down. 3, 2, 1. And finally, the potion is successfully created. The elixir of life is now fully prepared. However, Jinwoo notices something strange. Out of the three ingredients, only one has been completely used up. Spring water from the Forest of Echoes. The other two ingredients still have some quantity left. Finally, Jinwoo obtains the holy water of life, but there's a catch. It will only work when the entire bottle is consumed. Now, Jinwoo wonders whether this potion can cure his mother. The only way to find out is to go to the hospital as soon as possible. Just then, Iron appears, carrying the dragon's body over his shoulders. Jinwoo questions his haste, and Iron explains that raising the demon soldiers from the castle was quite difficult, but reviving this dragon should be possible. When asked to name it, Jinwoo decides to call it Kaisel. Now, Jinwoo wonders whether he must descend each floor of the demon castle manually to leave. Ezel, standing nearby, says, Since we have won, obviously there will be a party at home. A grand banquet awaits, so you must come to our castle. But Jinwoo is lost in thought and kind of ignores her. Then he receives a runestone, which grants him the shadow exchange skill, allowing him to swap places with any of his shadows. This is an incredibly useful ability, but it has a small drawback. It comes with a 3-hour cooldown period. Jinwoo apologizes to Essel and tells her, Look, you should go ahead. I can't come right now. Essel asks, What about the banquet? Jinwoo responds, Look, the Redis clan is on the 8th floor and it's too far away. I can't go there, but don't worry, we will meet again. Suddenly, Jinwoo vanishes, and in his place, a different shadow soldier appears, confused about how he ended up there. Meanwhile, Jinwoo has teleported back to his neighborhood. He summons Kaisel, climbs onto its back, and flies toward the hospital. Meanwhile, at the Hunters Association, Jin Jul reports that they have received footage from Japan about the ants on Jeju Island. Go Gun Hee, the association chairman, raises a major concern. What if, during their attack on the Ant Queen, the other ants suddenly rush to her aid? In response, Junjul explains that Goto Ryuji will use a signal jamming device to disrupt their communication. This means the South Korean team will have to fight only the Queen and her guards without interference from the other ants. Suddenly, Gogun-hee senses a strange aura and asks Young-chul, Did you feel that? He also inquires whether they have received any updates on Sung Jin-woo, but there is still no news. Elsewhere, Baek Yunho is sitting in a bar with Min Byung-gu, an S-rank healer. They both sense the same aura earlier. Byung-gu, despite being retired, could still feel it. During their conversation, Baek Yunho mentions that Byung-gu is the only hunter who retired in one piece, meaning most hunters either get severely injured or die before retirement. Byung-gu, being a healer, could have made a fortune, yet he still chose to quit and become a history teacher. Baek wonders, most hunters awaken because they have a burning desire to fight. Could it be that some awaken for other reasons? Back at the hospital. Jinwoo finally arrives at the hospital, entering through the window. As he stands by his mother's bedside, memories flood his mind. How he started as an E-rank hunter and how far he has come thanks to the system. The only way to know if the holy water of life works is to give it to his mother. But as he lifts the bottle, his hands tremble. What if it doesn't work? Despite his doubts, he places his faith in the system and pours the entire potion into his mother's mouth. As he watches, he notices an old scar on her neck, a burn from when he was a child. He remembers the incident vividly. He had accidentally poured hot water on her while trying to wash her hair. Despite the pain, his mother's only concern was whether Jinwoo had burned his hands. Moments pass, and suddenly his mother's face begins to glow. He